They gave birth to the babies. Little brown bundles of joy. Like any mother, they prayed their child would have a bright future and would make a mark on this world, but not like this.
I know my son was a sacrificial lamb, and I am going to hold up his name until the day that I die.
When they gather, there is no force as powerful. They're called the mothers of the movement.
There has been almost 2,000 black kids that have been killed by the police since George Floyd. And that includes my son, Tyree Nichols.
Yes, those mothers, whose children are the names we've been saying.
Every day is March the 13th to me. I don't know how to move past it. I don't know how to act as if it never happened, because what they did was murder my child, and she didn't deserve that.
The mothers of the movement, now on Blackland.
And now,
as a brown person, you just feel so invisible.
That's not fiction. Where we're from.
Brothers and sisters, I welcome you to this joyful day.
We celebrate freedom. Where we are.
Get on the ground!
I know someone heard something.
And where we're going.
We the people means all the people.
The Black Information Network presents Blackland with your host, Vanessa Tyler.
I don't know if anyone of you have ever lost a child, but this is the hardest thing in the world to have to deal with.
Recently, we caught up with the mothers in Washington, D.C. when I was at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation Legislative Conference. During a panel discussion shot by the Black Information Network's Darnice Davis, it was emotional, it was raw, it was the reality every black parent fears.
Criminal justice in black and white. And until we get accountability for this discriminatory racist criminal justice system in Sangamon County, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Until we get accountability for this discriminatory racist criminal justice system in the state of Illinois, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
We all know the voice of civil rights attorney Ben Crump. Reverend Al Sharpton has nicknamed him Black America's Attorney General. And Reverend Sharpton is right. Every case of brutality, Crump is there before the cameras, speaking up, speaking out, and demanding justice.
As Sonia Massey said with her final words before she was shot in the face, before we get accountability for this discriminatory, racist criminal justice system in the United States of America, we rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Crump quoting Sonia Massey, a black woman shot dead point blank by the white sheriff's deputy in Sangamon County, Illinois. After she called them, she thought she heard an intruder.
It sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Could y'all come and see?
Here is the released body cam from the deputies who responded to her home. As Crump just said, her final words, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Now, former Deputy Sean Grayson, who is white, took that as a threat because she was standing near a stove with hot water boiling, calling out the name of Jesus.
In the water? Yeah. Oh, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Better not, I swear to God, I'll shoot you in your face.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Drop the Drop the Drop the 19 shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired.
My name is Shadia Massey, and I am the cousin/sister of Sonya Massey. Just a little bit about Sonya. She was not the person that y'all watched on that video. That was not her. She was a lovable person. She was a child of God. She went to church. She went to work. She took care of her 2 children, and this was her daily life. She didn't do anything else.
Sonia's cousin, Shadir, spoke on the panel while Sonia's mother, Donna, sat in the audience.
Sonya was reaching out for help. When she called 911 that day, she called for help. She was never violent. She was never raised her voice. She was never hyper. She Sonya, Sonya, she only needed your assistance. She should still be here.
She's not here because now former Deputy Sean Grayson shot her. Come to find out, he was at 6 different departments in 4 years, reportedly had 2 DUIs, and by all accounts, shouldn't have been hired.
He had all the training he needed, he just didn't use it.
That's Sheriff Jack Campbell speaking on CBS News. He came under fire himself for hiring Grayson in the first place. As a result of that hiring decision, Sheriff Campbell forced out, retiring early. In interviews, he tried to explain how in the world he would allow a person like Grayson to carry a badge and a gun.
This was a rogue individual that acted outside the scope of his authority. He's been arrested, and he will pay the price.
Oh, the white former deputy is paying the price. He's charged with murdering Massey.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Robin Wells. I'm the mother of Tyree Nichols.
When we recorded this panel, the cops who beat her son were on trial in federal court.
Right now, there's a trial going on, a federal trial being held in the city of Memphis for 3 of the police officers that murdered my son. I took the time away from that trial to come here and speak to you today.
5 black officers were on the scene in Memphis when her son was brutalized. 2 took a plea, and although they were black, many feel they were all repping the blue. But in a way, the blue didn't save these cops from being black. Sounds twisted, but as Crump reminds us, black is always considered above all in America.
My heart is just so broke about this. 5 black police officers killed Tyree Nichols. Representative, in 5 days, they have been terminated, charged, arrested. In 5 days. Miss Robin Wells will tell you, she has a sister, Miss Mona, who is Ronald Green's mother in Louisiana. Very similar. 5 white officers killed Ronald Green on video just as horrific as they did Tyree Nichols. Those officers took 2 years to be arrested, and we just learned yesterday that none of them are going to be charged with the killing. The only hope she got right now is that they might get convicted of the conspiracy because they all lied about how to cover it up. But it's criminal justice in black and white.
The federal jury did return a verdict, giving the 3 cops on trial a mixed bag. None convicted of the highest count, depriving Nichols of his civil rights, causing death. They were all found guilty of obstruction charges. Still, all must stand trial for murder in state court. For the night, a simple traffic stop turned to this.
Get on the ground! I'm on the ground.
The body cam video America saw of them pummeling Tyree as he tries to negotiate for his life.
You guys are really doing a lot right now. Bro, lay down. I'm just trying to go home. Man, if you don't lay down, I am on the ground. Put your stomach.
You know, when my son was on his way home, he was coming from a park. He liked to watch the sunsets. And when he came, when on his way home, those 5 police officers pulled him over, yanked him out of his car, and beat the hell out of him for nothing. And my son is not here today.
I really don't want to talk about what I've done because clearly it wasn't enough, because even after Breonna died, we still had Tyree Nichols and Sonya Massey. But what I do know is that we have to continue to stand together and come collectively, because these people are killing us.
Tamika Palmer says she feels like she's living in that popular deadly movie.
I say all the time that I feel like I'm a part of the Hunger Game. Like I'm waiting for them to come and find me and gun me down.
Gun her down, just like Louisville, Kentucky Metropolitan Police gunned down her 26-year-old daughter, Breonna Taylor, back on March 13th, 2020, in a botched police raid.
Every day is March the 13th to me. I don't know how to move past it. I don't know how to act as if it never happened, because what they did was murder my child, and she didn't deserve that. She didn't deserve that, and she was where she needed to be, living like she should be living. She did everything right. She worked for the city of Louisville. She was an EMT. She worked in 2 different hospitals. And she would go out of her way for anybody. I don't know a person who can tell you a bad story about Breonna. I don't know how to tell you a bad story. Even as a kid, she just never was a problematic person. And for her to die the way she did was insane to me. And then to have a justice system say her life doesn't matter does not sit well with me. And if her life doesn't matter, none of our lives are matter.
And for all these years, none of the cops at the scene ever charged, arrested, convicted for Breonna Taylor's death. Then finally, breaking news. After 4 years, one of the Louisville cops at the scene, Brett Hankinson, was convicted by a federal jury of violating Breonna Taylor's civil rights. Standing outside a Kentucky courthouse, Tamika Palmer thanks God and the jury.
Thank God that we covered 12 jurors who chose to do the right thing. Breonna deserved justice.
Also on this panel, assembled at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation Legislative Conference, some of the mothers who have been a part of this sad sorority for a while. Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton, her 17-year-old son killed in 2012 by a neighborhood watchman. Also, Wanda Jones, mother of Ahmaud Arbery. Remember, her son was murdered by 3 white men when he was simply jogging in their South Georgia community. Also, Felonious Floyd, brother of George Floyd. We will never forget literally watching him die as white Minneapolis cop Derek Chauvin kneeled the life out of him.
All right, what's your name?
George.
George?
George Perry Floyd. I don't know what's going on.
These mothers say when they gather with their shared pain, they also talk about the happy times before their children became hashtags.
And we come together, we embrace each other, we encourage each other, we enlighten each other, and we have like just a fun time together. Sometimes we don't even talk about the tragedy. We talk about how silly our children was, what they like, what sports they like, just to encourage mothers, not to dwell on the tragedy, but let's look at the bright side of who they really was.
Gwen Carr's son, Eric Garner, died when a New York City cop put him in a deadly chokehold. Garner told the cops so many times he could not breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Carr told the crowd she demanded change by putting extreme pressure on then New York Governor Mario Cuomo. In protest, she and supporters even created makeshift coffins and took it to his office.
We didn't know what was going to happen. We stepped out the box. We could have been arrested or whatever. We didn't care. So anyway, when he had the press conference with us, he says, well, if my bill is not passed in session, I'll give you all a special prosecutor.
Eventually he did. A special prosecutor was granted.
So, with that, we got the special prosecutor. With what happens is when a child or a person is killed unjustly, unarmed, it takes it out of the hands of the local DA and puts it in the hands of the state attorney general. And we got that passed, and it only was for the state, but that was a step in the right direction. And also, just working for over 5 years, I got the Eric Garner anti-chokehold bill passed.
These mothers are not just about mourning, they are about action. And right now, they demand the George Floyd Justice and Policing Bill pass. It would do many things, like create a national registry to expose a cop's working history, so those forced out of one department don't get hired somewhere else.
And I am not going to let his name be in vain. So I talk about him everywhere I go. And we have a foundation with the acronym of his name, the ERIC Initiative Foundation. And the ERIC stands for Eliminating Racism and Inequality Collectively. That's what his name stands for.
So I asked Congress, We need to pass this George Floyd bill, because there should not be another child to lose their life at the hands of a police officer. The blood of these children is on Congress's hands. And I invite Congress to sit down with each and every one of us and tell us why they're not passing this bill. Because they don't have to worry about their kids not coming home.
Exactly.
Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina Fulton, wrapped up the panel with the most important thing any of us could do to get things done.
I want to keep this short and sweet because I know time is of the essence. So I want to say to you, continue to apply pressure, do your part, and get out and vote. Now go be great.
As the mothers gathered to go, taking their pain and their strength and the heartbreak only a mother could feel.
So I just thank each and every one of you for coming and for listening to what we have to say. Thank you.
I took account of their number. It's as if they could feel there will be more in the membership the next time they gather.
The thing about the mothers of the movement, or about any of us sitting up here, it keeps growing. This stage keeps getting bigger.
I'm Vanessa Tyler. Join me next time on Blackland. I would love to get your feedback at Vanessa Tyler 1 on Instagram. Remember to like and subscribe. A new episode of Blackland drops every Friday.